A very good afternoon and welcome to your lunchtime news on MTV Sports. I'm Shanali De Silva. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. The body of the principal of St. Mary's College, Negombo, found inside the school washroom. Private bus operators along the 176 route commenced strike. Meeting between Indian Premier and his Pakistani counterpart in New York. And now for those stories in detail. The Ministry of Education in the southern province said 5 schools in the Kathragama area will be closed as a sign of respect of the cremation of the late Venerable Dr. Aluthwave Sowathathera.
Arrangements have been made to cremate the body of the late Venerable Dr. Aluthwave Sowathathera with state honours at the President's College day after tomorrow. The body is currently placed at the Kirivehera Rajamahavihara for the public to pay their respects. The Ministry of Education in the southern province said that in view of the cremation ceremony of the late Venerable Dr. Aluthwave Sowathathera, Kathragama College, Detagamo College, Sella Kathragama College, Gotami Junior School and Sashindra Rajapaksa Model College will be closed day after tomorrow.
The body of the principal of St. Mary's College, Negombo, was discovered this morning from inside a college washroom. The police said the body was discovered today based on a tip-off. The Negombo police are carrying out further investigations into the incident. In related news, meanwhile, a body was found from inside the Uruwal Oya in Ganemulla this morning. According to our correspondent, the body was discovered at around 8 this morning. The body was discovered near the Makilagamua bridge. The police were tipped off by area residents. Investigations are underway. Still in local news, the international science community had commended the efforts made by Sri Lankan-based scientists on their investigations of the red rain and the rocks that were found from the Adalgang Villa. Dr. Anil Samaranayaka, the director of the Medical Research Institute, said that the country was commended during the annual International Space Convention held recently.
Last year, there have been several episodes of coloured rain happening in many areas of the country, starting with the red rain happening in Tanamalville for the first time in the east of Sri Lanka. So the MRI, we initiated a series of investigations to look into this. And then we found that the red rain consists of a unicellular organism which was growing even at that time. So when we searched for the history, it was very similar to the contents of the red rain occurred in Kerala years ago. So once we published these initial findings, Professor Chandravikram of Cardiff University, as well as Professor Gertrude Lewis from Kerala University, want to collaborate with us. So then we researched into further, finally at OK University as well as NASA. While these things happening, there were a series of lights Sri Lankan population saw. So then there was a piece of metal, like a stone, fell into Arlaganville. So we got them down to the MRI and then again sent to Cardiff University. Then we found the similar structures we found in red rain in a fossilized form in these meteorites.
The Central Environmental Authority says that there is a dearth of district environment officers in the country. The chairman of the authority, Vimal Rubasinghe, notes that due to the lack of district environment officers, the authority has been unable to dispatch officials to every district secretariat.
There is a lack of environmental officers in the country. An examination was conducted in order to recruit environmental officers to the authority. We have now received the results of the examination. Thereby, we will be conducting interviews with the selected officers during the first week of October and assign an officer to District Secretariat office in order to maintain a sustainable environment in the island.
In more local news, private bus operators along the 176 route in Karagampitiya Hettiawatha have commenced a strike. Chairman of the Lanka Private Bus Owners Association, Gamanu Vijayaratne, said that the strike was launched citing inadequate space provided to park their buses. Gamanu Vijayaratne added that no action has been taken thus far on their request, despite the relevant officials being notified on a number of occasions. And in sports news, Nethma Anuki won the under-15 women's category at the 61st National Badminton Championship.
The 61st National Badminton Championship is being currently held in Colombo. Nethma Anuki Athapattu clinched victory in the under-15 women's category against Nayanthara Teshani. Nethma Anuki secured victory, scoring 21 for 19 and 22 for 20.
Sven Ryder of Switzerland won the Alicante ITU Triathlon World Cup race yesterday.
The 32-year-old Ryder, who won bronze in 2004 Olympic Games, secured his first World Cup win in a time of 1 hour 53 minutes and 44 seconds. Spain's Vinceta Hernández was second, with Brighton Grant Shelton taking third. Francis Gaudet of Spain, Russia's Polanski of Aloysius Nebal of Australia were the first three out of the water in the Spanish port after a 1.5-kilometer swim. More than 50 riders formed the main pack in the cycling segment, with Ireland's Conor Murphy, Peter Hemmick of Belgium and South Africa's Wickers Webber taking a 30-second lead into the second transition. The three leaders were quickly overtaken as the run began. However, after 2 kilometers, a group of 11 were out in front. Midway through the run, the leading group was down to 6, and then the fight for the podium was between Polanski, Ryder, Hernández and Shelton. Polanski tried to intensify the pace, but Ryder attacked to secure the win. Ryder said, quote unquote, "That's unbelievable to finish the season with a victory. I'm really happy." Meanwhile, Cien Redera won the race with 1 hour 53 and 44 seconds. In second was Vincent Hernández with 1 hour 53 minutes and 46 seconds. And third, Grant Shelton with 1 hour 53 minutes and 48 seconds.
And now in another local story, the MTV-MBC networks launched a propaganda campaign ahead of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting today. Sri Lanka youth also joined hands with the People's Network to launch this campaign. Several side events will be held on the sidelines of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting later this year. The Youth Forum, organized by the National Youth Services Council and Sri Lanka Youth, will be held with the participation of representatives of many Commonwealth countries. The rally, organized by MTV-MBC networks together with Sri Lanka Youth, will begin on the 2nd of October from Point Pedro. During the course of 1 month, the rally will visit 54 cities from Point Pedro to Dondra Head and then back to Colombo. And that concludes your lunchtime news for today. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Shonali De Silva. Have a good day.